Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. This is a 100% purely channeled message, so I don't know how many people are going to resonate with this. I will be tapping into the energy first of all of the person that needs this message. This was a message the Divine wanted communicated at this time, so if it doesn't feel like it's relevant to you, that's okay. Don't force it. It is general, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. It's also important to note that there may be some circumstances that I'm tapping into that are near future or even further beyond energy, so that's also important to note if some aspects do not resonate. There may be a message in here that is for you. The whole reading could be for you. You have to use your intuition and discernment in order to determine if that's the case. As I mentioned, it's collective. Message is not zodiac specific. Also, this is the first time I'm doing this kind of reading here, so I hope you'll enjoy it. I just chose to do this as a means of really using channeling more, because I've been meaning to do it for some time. I always involve some channeled messages in my readings, but I really wanted to do more pure channeled messages on the channel. So I figured now that I've started this new channel, why not begin here, right? So I'm using a brand new tarot deck that I haven't had a chance to use yet. I'm very excited to be using it in this capacity. It's perfect for this. This is the Essential Tarot. I think you'll really enjoy it as well. It's very beautiful, really nicely illustrated. It is more abstract than, say, the Rider-Waite. There is not specific images or individuals. This is more about symbols and energy. And also you'll see the color system that aligns with the 7-point chakra system. All right. So, without further ado, let's go into it and see what needs to be communicated at this time. Let's see. First of all, the energy of the individual I'm tapping into. 2 of Wands, the Devil, King of Cups. Alright. 7 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I'm not going to speak on specific zodiac signs because I don't want to pull the attention away from the energy and to a specific sign, okay? So just keep that in mind. Alright, 2 of Wands. So this is someone who I feel has been standing at a crossroads for some time. This is someone who I feel like has very big visions for the future. This is someone who is a self-starter, very passionate about certain goals, objectives they have. This could be someone who's very creative or just has a creative mindset. It doesn't have to be that they are specifically a creative, but just their approach to life is very out of the box, right? Not very conventional. I feel like someone is trying to break free from certain conventions. They may feel restricted in some ways based on the culture they grew up in, the traditions of their family. This could be someone who likes to travel, I feel. Someone who travels a lot, actually, or has a lot of plans that involve traveling in the future. This is someone who generally is very gifted. Someone who doesn't even realize potentially that they are quite psychic or very intuitive. This could be an empath as well, someone who's very attuned to people's emotions, has a great deal of care for others, but I feel like they're not awakened fully, okay? This is someone who is just dipping their toes into the water. So if you're someone who's well versed in spiritual practice, this probably isn't your message. If this is something that you're starting to explore more, this could be for you. Or this could even be pertaining to a person that is around you or you're connected to. That's also important to keep in mind. I do feel like as well that this person is struggling a little bit. They're struggling with letting go with patterns, with, like I said, certain traditions, certain confines that they're used to in terms of the comfort zone, things that they've always known, right? It's hard to break away from that which has been part of your reality your whole life. And that's where this person finds themselves. They're on a threshold between what they've always known and what they're about to discover. So this is a very crucial time in this person's life. Big decisions are being made. And it's about, what are you going to follow? Are you going to continue living your life in line with the expectations of others? Are you going to continue parroting what other people are communicating? Or are you going to find your own voice? Are you going to step out and find your own path, listen to your intuition, have new experiences, explore new places, explore new aspects of yourself that you're starting to awaken to. So it's a very crucial time for the person that I'm picking up on. With the devil here, I feel like, again, this is about needing to break free. This is about those patterns, those potentially addictions for some people, but I feel like it goes beyond that, okay? For the most part, for the most of you who I am picking up on, or for the person that you may be connected to, this is someone who feels very confined to a perception of reality that they've always had, right? This person is literally on the threshold of a profound spiritual awakening, but there is a lot of fear that is being triggered with that, because it does mean abandoning everything that they've known. That means calling into question everything that they believed. And that is very scary for a lot of people, especially in the beginning. It is very challenging. Anyone who's been through this process and anyone who's really on the spiritual path has, right? Because we've all had certain preconditions. There's certain beliefs and perceptions that we've had to really break through, okay? Completely dismantle. So this is a very difficult process that this person's having to go through, but the rewards will be monumental. So it's about choosing where they want to go. Do they want to break free and break out of the old paradigm, or do they want to remain where they've always been? Because no one's forcing them to do one or the other. It is a very personal choice. However, if they do want to break through the threshold and cross over, they're going to have to confront all of this baggage, all of this conditioning, all of their fears. They are literally going to have to make the descent in order to make their ascension. So again, this is a very, very crucial time indeed for this person. I feel like they're going to have to question a lot about themselves. I feel like especially how they relate not only to themselves and aspects of themselves that perhaps are laying dormant, or that they're trying to just disregard and not acknowledge, right? Maybe their shadow, maybe some aspects of their ego that really needs addressing. This could even be the inner child that's been completely neglected and needs healing, whatever it is. I feel like as much as that is mostly in focus, it's also going to completely dismantle and change their relationships with others in their life. And that can be very scary as well, especially if, you know, they're having to go against the grain in terms of their community, their family, their friends, their lover, right? Their partner, if they're in a relationship. So it's a massive upheaval, okay? It's not a small thing at all that this person's going through, but there is a decision to be made here. King of Cups. This person, like I said, I feel like this person isn't awakened yet to their abilities. I feel like this is someone who may have just started tapping into their intuition more, who started to sense energy more around them, or the emotions of others, starting to become more attuned to their own emotional bodies, starting to listen to what their inner voice is trying to show them. Because I feel like they wasn't even aware, perhaps, that they had this inner voice until now. Or it's not come online to the extent that it's now starting to. This is someone who is going through the beginning stages of an awakening. I feel like this person is very internal, very secretive, very private, doesn't like to broadcast their personal affairs. I think especially when it comes to romance, dating, you know, who they interact with on a romantic level, they tend to keep things very close to the chest, which is probably a good thing, to be honest with you. For the most part, I would say that's advisable. I feel like this is someone who had some serious self-worth issues in the past, but is now breaking through that barrier. This is someone who's recognizing their value. This is someone who's recognizing what they have to offer. This is someone who's recognizing that they actually have a lot of love to give to themselves and to others, but perhaps wasn't aware of that because, again, possibly of conditioning. Maybe the environment they grew up in wasn't a very loving environment. There may have been a lot of fighting, hostility, a lot of ego clashing. They could have even had to deal with a narcissistic parent, so that can be very challenging. They may have even started adopting certain narcissistic tendencies, traits, just to survive that kind of environment. Okay, so I'm getting different stories for different people. But regardless, I feel like they grew up in a very turbulent environment, and so emotionally they were very disconnected from their own emotional body. Spiritually, they were very disconnected. But now that's all changing. And again, there are decisions to be made surrounding that. Do you wish to continue down this path, or are you going to turn back and go towards what you've always known? Because it's the comfort zone. The comfort zone is the death of progress. And even though the comfort zone can often be toxic or misaligned, completely misaligned to where a person is at and what they're growing into, what they're becoming, a lot of people choose to stay anyway because it's familiar and because it's like better the devil you know, right? Better the devil you know. That's the mentality that a lot of people adopt, but that's not the case. What it does is it suffocates you on so many levels, and it hinders, slows down progress to the point where the universe has no choice but to force you out of that comfort zone by breaking down those false foundations. So in the end, there is no choice but to move forward. But in the current moment, you have the choice, or whoever this person is, to either remain where you are for now, or to move on, to move ahead, move forward. Interesting. I feel like as well that there are some blockages within this person that needs addressed, especially when it comes to the sacral and root chakra. I feel like there is a lot of blockage there that needs addressing. I think this person needs a creative outlet, okay? Even if they're not specifically creative, I feel like they need something, either a hobby, a creative outlet, doing some kind of new form of exercise, martial arts, something to disperse that energy into in a healthy and positive way, something that's beneficial for them. So either through, like I said, exercise, martial arts, things of that nature, something physical or something creative. Also, again, your stability, or whoever this person is, stability is being really questioned at this time because, again, those foundations are coming down for a reason. Because this person has transcended them. So a lot of self-reflection is required at this time, a significant amount, because everything's about to change for this person. That's why the Seven of Cups are showing at the bottom of the deck. Options, possibilities, okay? Where do you want to align your energy? What is your focus? What path do you want to explore? You have a lot of options available to you, or this person has a lot of options available to them. And this, people always talk about this in a romantic sense, but it doesn't always have to be that. Sure, romance is implied here, that there's options in love, but there is options in many things. Like I said, your hobbies, your creativity, your passion, your job, like in so many ways this is being reflected, not just in love, especially for those who are single. This is more about the broader picture, okay? And being able to make intuitive decisions, not those that are based on preconditioning or based on the opinions of others or based on what just looks right in the given moment, what looks good on the surface. That's where that intuition is going to be very key. Making an informed decision on what do I align my energy to, what do I invest my heart, my emotions, my passion, my focus, my time into. Because your choices carry weight. These things that you align yourself to become part of your life and become a part of you. So it's important that you're very careful and discerning about where you place your energy. Because energy is the currency. That is the currency of all things. Nothing is more important than your energy. Now, regardless of how much money you have, resources, your energy is the most valuable currency. So, big decisions, okay? So we've got a clear view of what's coming up in terms of where this person finds themselves and the kind of individual that I'm channeling, okay? The person's energy. We've got a clear overview of this person and where they find themselves. So what is it that the Divine wants to communicate to this person? What is it that they need to consider at this time with everything that we've just discussed? What is it that this person needs to be made aware of that they may not be seeing? Okay, interesting. Okay. Wow. Okay. So what I'm getting very strongly here is the person I'm channeling, their energy. This is someone who is in an energy of self-discovery. This person is redefining who they are. This is an identity change. Sounds weird when I say that, but it's true. This is someone discovering who they really are, okay? This is like the energy of I am. So it's very, very powerful. I do feel like as well, as this person comes into alignment with who they are, they're going to start speaking their truth, because they didn't know who they were. They thought they were one person, and actually they're realizing that's not who they were at all. That was a projection, that was a mask, that was an image that they were wearing based on, again, preconditioning. I feel like it comes back down to those early experiences. They were taught this is who you are, and they became that person, but that wasn't who they were. The person or the people that were telling them this is who you are, this is how you act, I don't think that was coming from a place of malice. I feel like they were just misinformed, right? So this person is realizing that I am not what people think I am. I am so much more. So this is the process that this person's going through. And that's where the divine is highlighting where the disarray, conflict, chaos, feelings of defeat, deceit, feeling like they're fighting a losing battle. It's not the case at all. It seems that way because, again, this person's going through somewhat of an ego death, but that's not the case at all. This person is having to go through these experiences in order to discover who they really are. So it's like a blessing in disguise, right? So it's like the layers are being peeled back off of this person's identity. All of the layers that they've, stacked on top of each other over the years, it's all being stripped back. So this person can see who they really are beneath all of the exterior, all of the ego, the pride, their fear, insecurity, whatever it is. It's all being stripped away. So this person can see who they really are beneath the surface. So this is actually serving them. Okay, I say them because I don't know if this is you or someone you're connected to, but this is what's happening to this individual. And while this can be extremely painful, what's happening is this person is being given a clean slate, the Fool, right? This is the energy of a fresh new beginning, a fresh start, clean slate. This person is being an opportunity to do that, to start anew, to discover who they are. They are essentially becoming a blank canvas so that they can define who they are based on what they feel they resonate with their actual beliefs, their own thoughts, their own feelings, what their own spirit is telling them. Because I feel like they've been so disconnected from their higher self, they didn't even know that they had one, maybe, right? That they didn't know that they had a spirit form. But this person's coming to awaken to that. And now they can start getting those downloads. They can start seeing those signs and synchronicities. Now they're starting to realize that the universe was by their side, communicating with them all along. They just didn't have the eyes to see it, nor the ears to hear it. But that's changing. This is beautiful, actually. Yes, as I said, the process can be absolutely grueling, okay? There's a lot of us who have been through this. But this is very transformative, okay? With the Nine of Swords, yeah, it's like I was saying, this person is going through, this is like Dark Night of the Soul type energy. This is someone going through a spiritual awakening for sure. It can be brutal, okay? Especially when all of a sudden you're getting hit with all this energy, all of your fears, your shadow aspect is just there up front staring you in the face. They may even be getting visitations, right? Because of all this energy that's being uprooted. It can be a lot. But if you are going through this, and if you're scared, if you feel like you're being spiritually attacked, and all of this, what I've discussed so far, is resonating with you, know that this isn't a spiritual attack that you're going through. This is literally a dark night of the soul. Everything is being uprooted from the very depths of your being to the surface. It can feel like a spiritual attack, trust me, but it's not. You are going through a dark night of the soul. This is a rite of passage in order to do a lot of purging, to completely break down that conditioning and give you this fresh slate, this fresh start, so you can build from a new foundation, and go from there, rather than building on top of something that is already decaying, because it wasn't authentic. Okay, is what I want to say. So yeah, it's a lot. I'm not going to take it from you. You're probably having nightmares. You're probably seeing all sorts of things you don't want to see. You're probably hearing all sorts of things you don't want to hear. You can feel like your life is literally falling apart around you, but know that it's not. You're actually being given a fresh start, okay? And know that you are not going through this alone. You have spirit guides that are around you, that can support you. There are people out there that can help you as well. Like myself, you're always welcome to reach out if you need some guidance. Of course, you know, I do one-to-one coaching sessions as well to help people through these kinds of processes. So you're welcome to book a session with me, okay, if you need that additional support on top of just, you know, general friendly guidance, okay? So know that you don't have to go through this alone, right? What else? The High Priestess. Yeah, look at that. This is it. Your intuition is being awakened profoundly, okay? Or this person, should I say. I feel like there's a lot of energy balancing that was needed. The divine feminine and masculine aspects was completely off. I don't know in what ways. It's going to vary from person to person. I feel like more often than not, it's the case of the divine feminine aspect is shut down, is suppressed, is not empowered at all, and the masculine aspect is misaligned. So it doesn't come from a place of strength, integrity, protection, creation. It comes from a place of malice, over dominance, being power driven, being very much in the ego, being more greedy and self-serving. That's what happens when the divine masculine aspect is really misaligned and is off center. So that's what I feel like it is for the most part, for most people who I'm picking up on. Not to say that this person was a terrible person, of course not, but there were instances where those energies would come through because of the misalignment, because things were not balanced. But that's where that's changing. And with this person's intuition coming online, and I think with their extrasensory awareness starting to come online as well, I feel like this person is going to start realizing that without anyone needing to tell them. I feel like they're going to start seeing that, especially with how certain situations are playing out in their lives, right? It's going to become clear as day that that's a problem. But first they have to recognize it within themselves before they can speak out and, you know, ask for help if they need help, or communicate to those around them why they've been feeling the way they've been feeling, or acting the way they've been acting, or why they're moving differently, why they're making different choices. Because this needs to be clear in this person's mind before they can even begin to communicate that to anyone else. So this is going to be a time of some deep introspection for this person. I wouldn't be surprised if they're not being particularly sociable. They may be spending a lot of time by themselves. They may even retreat to, I don't know, maybe nature, go find a cabin somewhere, spend a week there just to completely detach. That's possible. Or maybe go to like a beach house near the sea. Something like that is what I'm feeling for some people. There is a desire to retreat, right, in order to do this processing. But someone's wanting a fresh start. Someone may even be thinking about relocating, moving, having a completely new beginning elsewhere. I see this person cutting out a lot of connections in their life as well that cause chaos, disarray. And I feel like this person slowly and surely is becoming more empowered than they've ever been in their life. I feel like this person, as they discover themselves more and more, and what they really care about, what they're really aligned to, where their priorities really lie, not what they've been told should be their priority, but what is actually their priorities. I feel like this person is going to start moving very differently. They're going to be very much in this energy of going full steam ahead towards what it is that they want. There's no more fear, there's no more hesitancy, they're just doing it. They're just charging passionately towards the changes they want in life, the goals that they have, their vision. There's no more doubt, there's no more self-deprecation. It's just a case of, I've got this, I want this, I'm doing this, and they're gone, right? That's what I'm getting from this person's energy. It's amazing, to be honest with you. And I feel like the divine is just saying, yes, this is the process. It's happening in its own time. So as long as this person's patient with themselves and know that it is a process, and yes, it is grueling in places, but there is support available, they can just take it step by step in the timing that they need. Okay, this is another important thing to note. If you know someone close to you is going through this process, you need to be incredibly patient with them, because I think you need to be aware that the level they're experiencing this on is so deep. It's like on every single level. This person is being completely reworked, okay? It's like literally having all of your beliefs, your perceptions of self completely dismantled, and having to rebuild from the ground up, okay? It's like a whole reality shift here, so it's a massive undertaking. Wow, look at this though. King of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. But this person here, okay, we've been getting a lot of masculine energy coming through. So this could be someone who is male, okay? I feel like this is someone who is going to be extremely powerful. This is someone who's going to attain a lot of abundance, I feel. Once they've gone through this process and come out the other end, I feel like this person is going to attract a lot of success, a lot of abundance. This is someone who's going to find golden opportunities here, there, and everywhere. They're going to be able to spot them and attract them, manifest them with ease. This is someone who's going to be very stable, very grounded, planting some very powerful seeds that are going to fill them with lots of prosperity. Like it's insane how abundant this masculine energy is going to be. But they have to go through this process first. And once they do, yes, they'll be in a very stable, grounded, committed energy to wherever they set their sights. It's like, this is what I want to do, this is what I'm going to do. They're going to plant their seeds, make sure that they give it everything that is required, you know, step by step, not skipping any steps anywhere, doing it diligently, as instructed, as guided by the divine, getting that reassurance and clarity. Is this a good investment? Once they get the yes, then they'll plant that seed and do things diligently, every step, right? Not skipping anything, doing exactly what needs to be done in order to get the best result. If they get a no, then they won't even invest any time, energy, or resources into it. So this is someone who's going to be meticulous and very careful with where they place their time, energy, focus, and resources as a result of this process that they're now going through. So this person is going to be incredibly stable, incredibly abundant, very committed to their vision, to the people that they align themselves with as well, very loyal. And I feel like this person is going to have a very fruitful life. Beautiful. Is there any parting advice that this person will need, or you would like this person to have? Any parting advice? Gorgeous. There's that Seven of Cups again. Choices, right? Yeah. Again, balancing your energy. Where you place your energy, your resources, your time, most of all your energy, which is the biggest currency of all, that is going to dictate the outcome. So yeah, I feel like this person is going to be very much following their intuition, their gut instinct, what just feels right to them, what feels aligned. I feel like this person is going to be very discerning about people as well, who they should be investing in and who they shouldn't be. But again, this person is coming up as the King of Cups. Don't care about the sign. Don't care if it's a masculine or not, but they're just coming up in very strong masculine energy. So it could very well be someone who is a male, but it doesn't have to be. But either way, this is someone who is a powerhouse. King of Cups, King of Pentacles. This is like the ideal friend, ideal family member, the ideal partner. This is someone who is the dream, essentially. Not to say they're perfect, of course not. We all have our flaws, and we all are a work in progress, but I just feel like this person, after going through this transformation, is going to see just how much of a blessing they will be in others' lives, and how they count their blessings as they align to those who match them in energy, who plant really abundant seeds that's going to give them a lot of prosperity, a lot of joy, happiness. So they're going to be counting their blessings, absolutely. And I feel like this King of Cups energy is going to be extremely empowered. So it's like the ego needed to be dismantled in order for this energy to be present and for them to be empowered, because before what they thought gave them power was actually what was keeping them hostage. And now they're discovering what true sovereignty means. So this is incredibly powerful, and I hope this helps whoever needed this message, whether it's pertaining to yourself or someone you're connected to. But if you enjoyed this kind of reading, do let me know, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment. All of that really helps my brand new channel. I mean, it doesn't get shown unless it gets the interaction, so it would really mean a great deal to me, and it'll also show to me that actually you want more of these kind of readings, because obviously there's going to be messages that someone out there needs to hear, and it may also give you a bit more insight into the kind of things that someone close to you could be going through and how you can best support them. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch this reading, and I wish you an amazing day, night, morning, whenever you're watching this. I look forward to reading for you soon. Take care. Bye for now.